The Oregon coast is home to a diverse variety of marine life. One species that often goes unnoticed is the China rockfish. Found in the waters off the coast of Oregon, this fish is a treasure. The China rockfish is found along the Pacific coast of North America, from southern California to Alaska. They are typically found in rocky intertidal zones and subtidal waters, and can be found at depths of up to 300 feet. They are also found in kelp forest and other habitats with complex structure. They are commonly found in nearshore coastal waters, bays, and estuaries. They also can be found in offshore waters, in the continental shelf and slope. The distribution and population density of China rockfish can vary depending on the location, habitat, and environmental conditions. Some areas may have higher population densities than others, and their range may shift over time due to changes in ocean conditions and human activities. China rockfish have a wide geographic range along the Pacific coast, which allows them to inhabit a variety of habitats and adapt to different environmental conditions. They are known to reproduce through external fertilization. The mating process begins with a release of eggs and sperm into the water column. The eggs are typically released in large quantities and are fertilized by the sperm as they float in the water. The breeding season for China rockfish can vary depending on location and population, but in general, it occurs from late spring to early fall. During this time, adult China rockfish gather in large numbers to spawn, typically in nearshore areas with rocky substrate. After fertilization, the eggs hatch into larvae and begin to drift with ocean currents. The larvae go through several developmental stages before settling on the bottom and taking on a more adult-like form. Juvenile China rockfish typically settle in rocky intertidal zones and kelp forests, where they begin to feed on small crustaceans and small fish. They are known to have a long lifespan, slow growth, and late maturity. These fish are long-lived, with some reaching over 100 years old. China rockfish have a variety of natural predators, including larger fish, birds, and marine mammals. Some of the common predators include lingcod, a large predatory fish that is known to feed on China rockfish, especially the smaller individuals. Sea lions are marine mammals that are opportunistic predators and will eat fish of all sizes, including China rockfish. Gulls, cormorants, and other seabirds are known to feed on small fish, including China rockfish. Octopuses are known to feed on a wide variety of prey, including fish, and may prey on China rockfish. Some larger fish such as halibut, cabezon, and rock sole will prey on China rockfish when they have the opportunity. China rockfish are opportunistic feeders, and their diet varies depending on their size, habitat, and location. China rockfish feed on a variety of crustaceans, such as crabs, shrimp, and barnacles. They also feed on mollusks such as clams, mussels, and snails. China rockfish also feed on small fish such as herring, anchovies, and sand lance. They also consume worms, specifically polychaetes, a group of marine worms. China rockfish are known to feed on a variety of prey items, and their diet may change throughout their life cycle. Juvenile China rockfish typically feed on smaller prey items, such as plankton and small crustaceans, while adult China rockfish feed on larger prey items, such as crabs and small fish. It's worth noting that the diet and feeding behavior of China rockfish can vary depending on the location, habitat, and the availability of prey items. They are known to adapt their diet to the availability of food in their environment. China rockfish is considered to be a sustainably managed species in terms of commercial fishing. In recent years, management measures have been put in place to ensure the sustainable harvest of China rockfish populations and to prevent overfishing. These measures include quotas on the total catch, size limits, and seasonal closures to protect spawning fish. For example, in the Pacific Coast, the Pacific Fishery Management Council, PFMC, sets fishing quotas for China rockfish, along with other groundfish species, to ensure sustainable harvest, as well as to protect the ecosystem. The PFMC also monitors the population status and adjusts fishing quotas accordingly. In addition, China rockfish is considered to be relatively resilient to fishing pressure and is not considered to be overfished. They have a relatively long lifespan, slow growth, and late maturity, which makes them less vulnerable to overfishing. It's worth noting that sustainable fishing practices and regulations are vital in preserving the population of China rockfish and other species in the marine ecosystem. Fishing vessels are also required to have a valid permit and follow regulations for the use of specific fishing gear and methods to minimize bycatch and habitat destruction. Some sport fishers may catch China rockfish while targeting other species. They are often caught as bycatch and are considered to be a bonus catch by some anglers. They can be caught using different types of fishing gear, such as jigs, bait, and lures. The China rockfish is an amazing species with a unique appearance and long lifespan. They continue to thrive and play an important role in the marine ecosystem. Their resilience is an inspiration to us all, and we should protect and preserve them for future generations.